Welcome everybody to the Minecraft Short Stories podcast. In this episode today, we have another listener short story. Yay! There are two short stories in this episode. They were made by Isobel and Theo. And after the short stories will be a new kind of segment thing. So hope you enjoy. Following short story was made by Isobel, The Cat and the Phantom. Once there was a cat called Sadam. Sadam lived on a majestic farm. One night, as she hunted rabbits, she saw a baby phantom tucked away in the corner of the barn. Sadam knew cats were enemies with phantoms, but this one seemed harmless. She decided to take the phantom back to her cat bed and help it. Halfway there, she realized it would be extremely difficult to hide a phantom in the cat area, so she prowled off the farm to the player's first house, a dirt shack, and fixed it up for the phantom. Sadam, the player called after realizing she had disappeared. Sam kissed the phantom goodbye and made a reappearance inside the farmyard as if nothing had happened. She followed the player inside and anxiously ate her dinner, saving a bit for the hungry phantom. When dinner was over, she snuck to the phantom to give it the leftover salmon. The phantom was excited to see her and ate the salmon quickly and licked her face. She called the phantom Dragon and hurried back to her cat bed. Part 2. Meow. Sam recognized her friend's cat's Radius's meow anywhere. This was unusual because Radius was a quiet cat who didn't meow often. The player came out because of how unusual this is, and Radius led him out to the dirt shack where the phantom was. Enraged, he threw the phantom out, and the hot sun burnt his delicate scales. He whimpered as he dived into the river to avoid the sun's harmful rays. As night fell, Sadam heard a familiar cry. It was Dragon. He had come out of the river to say hello. Sadam then realized he was a creature of the night, not a pet. She let him go and gave him snacks every night when he came to visit her. Sadam saw Dragon every night till he eventually disappeared. Sadam knew that phantoms died earlier than cats, but she hoped Dragon would live till she met her demise. Sadly, she was right. Dragon was shot by the player and sadly died. Sadam was sad, but then the player adopted another cat, and she taught the kitten how phantoms were her friends. Years later, when Sadam died, cats and phantoms had made a peace and thrived with them, giving the cats gifts and the cats giving them leftover salmon or cod. Sadam's story was written in the book by her daughter, Midnight. Okay, so Isobel wanted some feedback. So some of the main feedback I have is commas, when commas are needed, when the sentence needs a short pause, and to mix your word variation, like sad into depressing or beguiled or something. But overall, this was a really good story, so good job, Isobel. Following short story was made by Theo. Once there was a pig, and his name was Rupert, and his parents and school teachers told him to stay away from Steve and Alex, as he would be captured forever. One day, when Rupert was at school, he told his friend Mud that he was going to go explore outside of the pig village, and asked if Mud would come with him. Mud agreed, and after school they ventured outside the village, going west towards the forest. Once they got to the forest, they found Steve and Alex's house. They didn't see Alex or Steve, so they went into the house. It was pretty big for them, since they were only 1 block high, but they managed to jump onto the crafting table. It was getting pretty late, and Mud said, "We should probably go back. Steve and Alex will be coming back, probably." "We'll be fine, Mud," said Rupert. They found a fishing rod on the crafting table, and managed to open the chest with it by hooking the small handle and holding it up. Mud was starting to get really worried, but Rupert was confident and thought they would be fine. They found a bunch of carrots in the chest and some wood, cobblestone, and stone tools. They suddenly heard footsteps, and Mud said, "What do we do? Quick, hide in the chest. It's a double chest so we can both fit." They quickly jumped into the still open chest and closed it before Steve or Alex came. Alex and Steve talked a little, but it was muffled to Mud and Rupert, because they were in the chest. They heard Steve going upstairs to his bed, and Alex was sleeping in their bed on the ground floor. Rupert and Mud quickly got out of the chest, but Mud got his legs stuck, and they heard Steve waking up. Rupert managed to help get Mud out of the chest, and landed on the floor with a thud. They heard Steve about to come downstairs, and ran all the way home. The parents asked, "Where were you? We've been looking everywhere for you." Mud stammered, so we were getting carrots, look." Rupert interrupted and showing them the carrots they got from the house, and their parents questioned them no more. We are not doing any quizzes because I put up a poll on Spotify asking the quiz question. So if you want to do the quiz, go to Spotify and submit your answers. In this new segment, I take a Minecraft mob, a rabbit in this case, and say some cool stuff about it. A rabbit is a passive Minecraft mob and is the only source of rabbit's foot, rabbit hide, and raw rabbit. Rabbits can only spawn above grass, snow, blocks, or sand. The following rabbits can only be found in the following biomes: yellow in the desert, white and black and white in the snowy plains, snowy taiga, grove, snowy slopes, frozen ocean, frozen river, and snowy beach, black, brown and white, flower forest, taiga, meadow, old growth, pine taiga, old growth, spruce taiga. Cream rabbits are the most common variant. In Java Edition, the killer bunny does not spawn naturally and can only be spawned using the /summon command. The behavior of the rabbit is rabbits will hop around aimlessly instead of walking. They approach players holding golden carrots, or dandelions within an 8-block radius. Rabbits will jump off cliffs to reach carrots, but do not go into lava for them. They flee around randomly if attacked. Non-hostile rabbits avoid players within 8 blocks and will avoid hostile mobs within 4 blocks. They also avoid wolves within 10 blocks. For breeding, rabbits can be bred with carrots, golden carrots, or dandelions. Baby rabbits usually inherit the same type of fur as some of the parents, and there is a 4.7.5 chance of each. But there is a 5% chance for the baby to have the fur type matching the current biome. Baby rabbits grow to adulthood after 20 minutes or 1 Minecraft day. Their growth can be slowly accelerated using carrots, golden carrots, or dandelions. Despite its hostile nature, killer bunnies can be bred with other rabbits and with each other, having the usual chance of creating a baby killer bunny. A toast rabbit cannot be bred to get another toast rabbit, however. Thank you all for listening. I will see you guys inside the next episode.